What is up, my fellow Twebbians? I am Logan, the Totally Epic Gamer, and welcome to the last speed run, breakdown, walkthrough, whatever you want to call it. It's Timeworn Spire. In my opinion, one of the hardest expeditions. Now you see here, right off the bat, I actually don't start blasting. The real reason is those trappers get behind crap all the time. You can see right here, they're already going. I wanted to kill those trappers right away, and then I sprint through right onto the middle. Now, this one has a bunch of waves to it. You need to kill a certain amount of enemies to get to the second wave, and you can't just run forward and, spark the next wave. That's bad practice because they get trapped behind spots you can't see. If you see right here, they're not running towards me. This is one of the few times I normally say, oh, they'll run towards you. Don't worry. You don't have to clean them up. They'll come towards you, Trust that they're going to try and charge you. Not on this one. You see, I clear it bit by bit, and there's good reason for it. Otherwise, you have to go find them, and they will not come towards you. And I can't stress it enough. You will lose tons of time not clearing them out in the first place. I know it seems stupid, but you really have to do it. This is one of my least favorite speedruns for sure, and only because of the beginning. The rest of it's fine. The rest of it's not so bad. You see here, I actually hold on my cold snap. It's for good reason. These guys up here, I think two of them are hunters or marksmen, the snipey guys. And you really need to make sure that they don't start shooting you from far away, because they will never push. They will literally never push, and so it's a waste of your time not to kill them right there, and that's why I wait to use my cold snap on them there. And I hope to have cold snap up for the end, but I actually, it's just a little bit too short and I have to wait, and I just kind of wait for it now anyways, and I try and get a good cold snap. But you see how much cover they hide behind? It's almost like they're all riflemen. You don't have a lot of berserker type classes, and because of that, this first part can be quite slow. Now, you can definitely shave some time here. It's possible to get a 130 here. I generally ran at 2 minutes. I could not speed it up anymore. You really got to get good pathing, and although I like my pathing running through the middle, I felt that there was a way to clean it up just a little bit more, and if you are perfect on your shots and perfect on your timing, you can get about a 130 there. Now, this next part here, again, everybody's behind cover, so just shoot the open targets that you can and blast as hard as you can and as fast as you can. You're not trying to do anything crazy here. And for me, the biggest part is getting a good cold snap here if you can. If you can't find it, don't force it to happen. Just keep looking for things to shoot, because this part can be very dicey. And I thought, originally I would go towards the left, and you see that I try and shoot the barrel, try and get a good free bit of damage there. I would normally go to the left, but the guys on the left will not hide behind cover in a way that you can't achieve. The guys on the right will. You see this? They're kind of just hiding in the spot that I can actually shoot them from. They're not hiding behind a spot I can't achieve. Now, there's something to be said here about holding your cold snap until this section. I think it will speed up your time a little bit if you hold on to it, but it will slow down your other sections. So it's a hard choice to make. These guys are already very clumped. You can clear it maybe a couple seconds faster if you hold it, but I recommend just using cold snap when you feel it's most appropriate. This next section, it's a 2-minute timer. I've talked about it a lot on the speed runs, is that your job is to make sure they don't enter. You see here, I shoot to the left right away, throw it on cold snap as I see the red dots start approaching. This one is very hard to hold at 2 minutes. It is very difficult. The waves come fast, and you don't have a lot of ways to deal with them. So just try and kill the alphas as fast as you can. Try and just shoot the alphas to kill the Perforers with your splash from your blighted rounds, and hope you don't lose too much time. There's something to be said about throwing down the blighted turret, which I just did there, and I threw in that corner specifically on the hopes that the alpha will get stuck there, and I can focus on the 2 other sections to the best of my ability, and try and make sure that nobody enters the circle. You see here, I shoot right away. I know I've got red dots behind me, but I can't focus on them yet. I need to hope that they get kind of caught up with the turret, and you can see they did. And that's very lucky for me. I keep shooting what I was shooting. The alpha jumps in. I try and clear it as fast as I can, and I just keep moving. Keep using the splash to the best of my ability, shoot the targets with the biggest amount of HP, and kind of hope that you get it done. It is very difficult this section to get a straight up 2 minutes. It's possible, but I found it extremely difficult. The blighted turret does help. I think perfect cold snaps help, and obviously amazing accuracy helps as well. Now, moving past this next section, you see here I'm getting ready for the Broodmother that's about to spawn. You want to make sure that you're set up to just start blasting. Get as many crits as you can. Boom, not so bad. Got a decent cold snap. Somebody got in behind me and I didn't notice, and it was the alpha mid-flight. Had I done cold snap a second earlier, we would have had a faster time. But like I said, this 2-minute timer is difficult. Now, this is pretty much the end of this 2-minute timer. Nothing too bad. I'm throwing down a turret in the same spot, hoping to pick up some more of those alphas, and that's really the goal here. I'm not a huge fan of 2-minute timers. I wish there was some way to speed it up. You know, like maybe interacting with the spire itself to like forcibly go faster, pretty much meaning that if I've killed all the enemies, I should be able to touch the spire to make it go faster. I feel like that's a good solution when it comes to speedrunning, but you know, I can see why not to do that as well. And you can see here I'm turning really fast and just shooting at the ground. I'm just looking for the Perforas. I see the red dots and I see them coming towards me, and I'm like, okay, just gotta shoot them, just gotta shoot them. Don't let them get in the circle, because even though they're a one-shot, they get in the circle, they're screwing your time. So I just start blasting, turning as fast as I can, trying to make sure that I can clean up as best of my ability. Now, for this section that's coming up here, there's something to be said about moving into the center and being able to get a lot of kills. However, I found the best way to do this was letting them come to me in the lanes of traffic that I can control, right? And that's the general theory of it. It's just I sit at the back, I shoot from a far distance, and I know that some enemies are going to be far away, and that's kind of a, you know, a discourse you have to do, because otherwise you're going to get jumped over and over and you're not going to be able to clear them fast enough. It's just going to happen. They're going to come in waves anyways. You just have to hope that you can clear them up as fast as you can. And I found that this was fastest for me, because otherwise I was getting jumped and I wasn't able to like actually clean up the enemies that I was, you know, had in front of me. And it's not like I was ever had a lack of enemies to shoot. I never had to pull my finger off the trigger. I always had something to shoot that was in distance. So I felt that this was actually applicable, and the lanes of traffic made it very easy for me not to have to swing too far. You see that Perfora, since I only have one lane of traffic here by sitting at the front, he walks into my bullets, very easy for me. Now, on this next section, there are a lot of crawlers, and there's a Broodmother, and there's a Behemoth. I kill the Broodmother right off the bat, and then I start doing the same thing. I go back to my position, make sure I can kill the crawlers, and the best part about that spot is you can line of sight the crawlers so that they don't all obliterating beam you. You are not killing 5 crawlers in the span of like one spawn. So you see here, I see one, boom, dead. Now I'm in the spot that I feel is best for me, that they can all come into. Throw down my cold snap. You can see the crawler hasn't started casting yet. I think he was just out of line of sight. There's a little, you know, ridge there. Makes it difficult for him. And again, I'm not running out of things to shoot. So normally you only want to move towards the position if you are not able to get enough shots in. That was not my problem. There's 4 crawlers. If you go into the middle and you get hit by everything, your run's over. Not only are you probably dead here, but your run's definitely over. Now, this section is the only section I can say for sure, if I were in the center, I would have done a little bit faster, because I would have been able to shoot the strict. You see I was not shooting for about 2 seconds there, but as you see, the reason I don't like the center is what just happened there. I lost about 3 seconds just getting hit, because, you know, they come around the corner and I'm not controlling the ways of traffic. And of course that pissed me off right at the end there. 3 seconds wasted because this Strix decided to move to the side. Flying enemies, not a big fan. But that's Timeworn Spire. 7:39 I think is a very respectable time. It's very difficult. I could definitely shave 30 seconds off there, maybe 40. But it's tight. It's very tough. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, have a great day.